Today we are thrilled to have चैतन्य चौधरी with us, जिन्होंने पिछले 20 साल से टीवी और फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में बहुत ही उम्दा काम किया है. From playing primary roles in films like Sukhi and Hush Hush to leading commercials for brands like Colgate Total and Figaro Olive Oil, Chaitanya has left no stone unturned. His compelling performances in TV shows like ये है मोहब्बतें, you remember? जहाँ पे सारी लड़कियों को इन्होंने पागल कर रखा था. We're excited to delve into his incredible journey and valuable insights from his experiences. So, without further delay, let's welcome Chaitanya Chaudhary to our show. Hi! Welcome!
How are you?
I'm good.
So glad to have you here.
Good to be here.
Please come. So this side we have our tailoring section.
Okay.
Exclusive section. You will get to see the masterpieces here, which are like very niche product. You know, all these are real Zari ones, the exclusive masterpieces. This space is called Masakali Mehfils. So yes, we are having this session in Masakali Mehfils.
Congratulations on your first podcast.
Welcome to Be You with Shraddha S.
Thank you so much.
We are absolutely delighted to have you with us today. And to kick off our conversation, we have some fun intro round where we will ask you some questions.
Sure.
Tell me about Chaitanya, like Chaitanya's 12-year-old version.
Oof. Yeah, 12-year-old Chaitanya was a very simple kid actually. Not loved sports. Played a lot of sports. Loved music. Happy child in his space, but very introvertish.
Not naughty at all.
No, not naughty at all.
And what is the difference between today's Chaitanya and a 12-year-old Chaitanya?
I think more matured.
Matured?
More matured. More with a good head on his shoulders, I think so.
Okay, so, you know, be you with Shraddha. As it says, I feel that being yourself is the most important thing one can do to himself or herself.
Yes.
Today we are playing so many roles, and I think what we forget is just to be yourself.
Yes, that's true.
So, yes, I want you to be yourself with me today. And the first question is like, who inspired you or what inspired you to be an actor?
I can say my mother, because my mother was an actress with IPTA. It was a very famous theatre group that time, and she was a lead heroine of IPTA before marriage, and she had done a lot of plays with Amjad Khan and A.K. Hangal, and so she had a lot of interest in dramatics, and she was the one who really pushed me into pursuing dramatics at school. She was a teacher in my school.
Acha.
So she really, used to push me like, ye karo, do this play. And as luck would have it, I guess I was a natural. And so any time there used to be a play, be it in a junior section of the school or the senior section, I was always called. I was always called to act in that play, and I won a lot of awards for my acting. And Karishma Kapoor was part of my school as well, so I did a play with her also at that when I was a young kid.
So it was not like a push, as in you were always, like the actor in you was always there. She just made you realize, or
I mean, she just gave that nudge that, okay, you try this.
Yeah.
So sports I was very naturally inclined to. I was a very good runner in school. I used to be pretty fast, and I represented my school in inter-school 100-meter sprints as well. Sports was something which I loved. But, a big shout out actually to my school. It's a school in Mumbai called Kambala Hill High School.
Okay.
And, the kind of nurturing we got there, was so tremendous. I mean, there was so much investment into extracurricular activities like dramatics. We used to finish a play, we used to rehearse a play, and there's a hall called Tejpal Hall in Bombay, in Tardeo.
Yeah.
And we used to have a proper play, it used to be, people used to come, the parents used to come. It was a huge theater, and we used to perform on stage with everybody. And small kids, but the kind of excitement which used to, so that exposure in that school was so amazing in terms of singing, in terms of dramatics, in terms of sports. Education was just not everything out there. All these things also mattered. So I think that was a big building block in my growth, or my destiny to become an actor.
Just now you said that you were an introvert child.
Yeah.
So was it because of any other reason, or by nature you were introvert, or the surroundings made you like that?
So I guess I think what happened with me, I had a very I was in a very, when I was 3 years old, there was this incident which happened with me where I was very seriously ill that time, and my parents nearly lost me and at that time. And so I think after that episode, I lost a lot of weight. I became very weak, and very I think that was kind of
shrunk
the,
yourself.
I shrunk basically, because that episode was quite big at that. I don't remember anything about it. My mom keeps
Sure,
telling
it
me
must
about
have
it.
taken a toll on
So
you.
so that time it was I think so that journey after that was just a journey of building myself up slowly and steadily. So I think that journey, I became quite meek. And then when you're young and you're meek, then a lot of elder kids bully you. So I went through that entire process of being bullied at that point of time, because I didn't have physical strength. But yeah, eventually when I gained physical strength, I made sure that I answered each and every one of them back.
So, as in career, which was the first break that you got? Like,
My first break. I actually, my dad was a documentary filmmaker,
oh,
and so his network of, he had a large network of directors and producers who he used to work with. So one of his director friend's son, he was shooting this video. Santosh Shivan, he's a noted cinematographer. So he was directing this music video for Ila Arun called Vote for Ghagra.
yeah.
And I was 16 years old that time, and we met at a film festival. Actually, I was just there with Dad. So Dad was a liaison officer for that particular film festival. So I got introduced to him, and then he looked at me and he said, "Would you like to do a music video?" So I said, "Okay." I was very inclined. So that was my first work. So you can spot me in Vote for Gaga.
Okay. Luckily, that time nepotism was not the word.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, otherwise you would have targeted.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I mean, you showed your, the depth of that every role that you played.
Yeah.
Please tell us something about the most loved TV serial, where I think all
Of mine?
where all the girls were like crazy for you, like that era was really. I'm sure how you.
It was a
dealt with
golden
it.
era of TV, actually.
Yes.
So I think Kahin To Hoga, my first show, because nobody had seen me, like they didn't know what this kid could do.
This handsome dude, rather. Yeah.
So I think so. That was my first show with Balaji, and that entire, there was a sudden burst into the scene. Like people were like, "Who's this guy? Like, who's this talent?" And suddenly I was everywhere. I was, there was a demand in terms of more projects in television, and I could dance, so I had a lot of, there are a lot of events which I was doing, and like Diwali events and, stage shows, award functions, all that stuff. So I would definitely say Kahin To Hoga.
Please tell us about your fan moment, the most memorable fan moment.
There have been lots, actually. I don't want to sound pompous about it. There have been lots, and it's all thanks to Kahin To Hoga.
Okay.
I mean, I can only talk about that right now because it really makes me happy. When I think about you know, how things moved at that. So there was this time where I didn't. I started shooting for the show, and my episodes had telecast, but we were shooting so much, like 16, 17 hours a day. So I was just going on set, coming home, eating, sleeping, going back on set, sometimes sleeping on the set. So I was living that life for nearly a month and a half, and I didn't know what was the impact of my performances and how people had received me. And honestly, I was not bothered. It was so new for me, TV and everything, you know. And before that, I had done 2 films, so which didn't work. So I didn't think too much about television and the impact of television at that moment of time. I didn't know TV was so big at that moment of time. And so my creative, the person who was my creative on the show, Salil Sant, his name is, very dear to me. And he told me, you have a day off tomorrow, so why don't you go and enjoy your day? And he said, be careful. So I was like, why is he telling me to be careful? So I had an off day, and I went to the mall with my parents and my cousin brother, and suddenly I saw this large group of people following me, and everybody's like, oh, he's the same guy, he's the same guy, he's the same guy. Photographs, and I was stunned because I had never had that kind of an experience. And I have so much gratitude for that moment. It's so etched in my mind, that yeah, and many. I had people follow my car, girls come home leaving their numbers on my door.
Oh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Fans from Pakistan sending jeans, kurtis,
Oh, wow.
music CDs that time. So ghazal CDs they used to send me. So yeah.
That's interesting. So, while you were dealing with all this, or enjoying, rather, I would say enjoying
Yeah.
the starhood, how did you deal with being, as in, you know that you are so popular, so much there in public, and everybody want to be with you, to have a photograph with you. There's so much demand. When you go back home, how did it feel? Like, apart from, so did you take it as a reality, or you just thought, okay, this is just one part of my life? And as you said, I'm introvert. So when you are back in your room, or like how you dealt with that?
So see, as a person, I'm very grounded. I've always been grounded. I've never, let anything get to my head ever. My parents were a big reality check for me. My friends were a big reality check for me.
You need them.
So, they never let me feel special in any way. They just, everything was just normal. Everything was just, the way it is. So I could easily, and for me it was, when I'm off set, then I used to quietly seep into my normal life.
Right.
I used to not take that, what you call the stardom, or that, that I'm an actor kind of thing into my real life. I would still do the things which I love to do. Like, I used to love going off-roading with my friends. I used to do that
अब
quietly.
अभी भी जाते हो?
अभी भी जाता हूँ.
Okay.
I still
And this
go-
is the season, I feel.
Yeah, it is. So, yeah, I have been going for many years. I had a Jeep also, which
Okay.
I had restored completely. And I used to go off-roading in that. So I've done some crazy stuff with my friends.
So you like adventure? आपको
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, okay. So when you go for off-roading with
Yeah.
your friends and all that, do you feel that, the attitude towards you, मतलब जो आपके friends का नजरिया है, वो आपकी तरफ different है, as an actor or as a celebrity, or ऐसे कुछ है?
They still abuse me like hell.
Yeah.
So my friends are my friends since I was 16, 17.
Since then,
So they're
आपके
still my
दोस्त-
friends.
Okay.
And so it's all the same, It's still, everything's just the same. They're still the same. They don't treat me special. And that's what I like about them. Because they're just the way they are, They still, like, say things to me, and I also tell them so many things. So it's fine.
So, हमें कुछ सुखी के बारे में बताइए. How was it to work with Shilpa Shetty, and आपका रोल बहुत ही strict husband का है. So please tell us about that.
Oh, Suki was, I think so, in my career, it was a very important step because, after doing TV and then I did Hush Hush, which was an OTT show on Prime. So I was waiting for the next thing that, abhi kya hoga? What next? And I got a call from Mukesh Chawla's office for this role. So the same production had shot with me for Hush Hush. So they had seen me in Hush Hush. They wanted me to audition for this particular role. And I auditioned. I had no expectations because it was for me a very big project, being the lead of a film opposite Shilpa. And so I had actually zero expectation. I didn't know what would happen. I wanted it, but I auditioned. I didn't know anything about the script. But when they told me that I got the part and I got the script at home, I was so happy because the script was so amazing. So as an actor, it was like, I thought like, this is my moment. This is something where I can, do this very well and I can perform really well and I can prove myself as an actor.
Right.
So Sukhi was very special for me.
So how do you prepare yourself for the role?
So when I was in TV, there was no preparation
Right.
because the script used to just come, you just read within half an hour, you have to be on set. So I think the kind of investment you do as an actor in TV is very different from the kind of investment you do as an actor in
Right.
films, right? So I really worked hard. So first, for me, I wanted to understand who Guru was because Guru was he was a very tough character. He had many shades, and for this character, he had a complete journey. If you see the film, he had a complete journey. They showed his journey, that how he was this happy-go-lucky guy, then suddenly these events happened in his life and he changed.
Yeah.
Then marriage happened, he changed, and then how he changed back.
Right.
So there were a lot of layers to his character, and I wanted to really understand that what is he all about. I can have my own version if I'm reading this the character sketch,
Right.
but then I really wanted to pick the brains of my director. So Sonal Joshi was my director, and what I really loved about her is that she gave me that time. Like 1 month of prep, I used to go practically every day and sit with her, and I used to understand that who Guru is, how would he perform in this situation, how would he react if this thing is happening to him, and on that basis I prepared my own character sketch along with their character sketch, and then I started working on my scenes individually. I started making my notes that how he would be in this particular situation, what has happened prior to this scene and what is happening after. So it should not the scenes and his performance should go as per the script.
Right.
It should not be an abrupt
Right.
kind of a performance. So that's the way I prepare actually. I prefer it if I have time with my director, so I can understand
Right.
what the character is about. I have to make my notes because my notes are like my copy used to be always there with me. Before I used to step in, I used to first read my character sketch, and then I used to go through the scene very well. I used to understand what is the scene about, what has happened prior, what has happened before, and with that mindset, I used to go and perform my scenes.
How close do you relate Chaitanya and Guru? Like, what are the common characteristics between them?
Well, he's Punjabi, I'm Punjabi. So I guess that really helped.
Yeah.
As
As a character or as a like nature, like in the entire journey, is there any particular part की नहीं मुझे लगता है कि मैं भी ऐसा ही था या मैं ऐसा हूँ या ऐसा मैं होना चाहता हूँ.
So the reality of life is that there are significant events which happen in your life which change you. So I think in that way I relate to Guru a lot because very similar to Guru actually. So Guru changed after his parents' death.
Right.
And for me, after my father's death, I changed. And incidentally, I got this project a few months after my father's death, and in fact, my father's picture is used in the film. His photo is used in the film.
He's your
Yeah, he's there in the frame.
वही
So,
photo used.
So I think it was something like that entire journey was my journey as well. What Guru's journey was somewhat very similar to my journey, like post. So I've also changed a lot after my father's death. There's a lot of growing up which happens
Right.
once you lose a parent. So I think so it's very similar. I think that, and I think like Guru, I'm also pretty emotional. So I think those things were quite similar.
ऐसी कौन सी चीज है या ऐसी कौन सी साइड है जो चैतन्य की जो लोगों को नहीं पता?
तो लोगों को नहीं पता क्या that I'm a polymath.
Really?
Yeah, so I do many things.
Like?
And so किसी ने मुझे कहा था तू इतनी सारी चीजें कैसे कर सकता है? so
Please tell us about.
so I draw, I paint,
अच्छा.
I dance, I make furniture on my own, I sing.
वाह. अभी रिसेंटली आपने कुछ शेयर करा था आपके सोशल मीडिया पे.
जी.
So like singing ये भी आप it's like your hidden talent or या आप इसको pursue कर रहे हो या like क्या है ये?
तो singing का ऐसा है कि I used to sing in my school a lot.
हाँ.
I've
So acting के साथ आप स्कूल में
yeah,
singing
so I
भी
told you
करते
like my school was like this entire hub of extracurricular activities which
Right.
really helped me become what I have become today. So there's a lot of singing and a lot of Western singing which we did. It was a Parsi school, so I did a lot of Western singing out there, and I used to love singing, since that, and I would call myself a bathroom singer because after that I've just sung in the bathroom, and so it is something which. So when Sukhi was releasing, I really liked Chand Kitta, which is sung by Ayushmann Khurrana and
Right.
composed by Rochak Khodi. And I just loved that song. So I just had this inner urge that I want to sing this. So I just said that let me make this happen. Let me sing it. Let me see how it turns out. I'm not trained, but I want to see what happens. And so I sung the song. It turned out very well. People really liked it. And suddenly, I don't know what happened to me. I started writing my own music, composing my own music.
Wow.
And so that all is in process.
You're doing it. So
I'm doing
are you planning to professionally do it now or do you want to pursue?
Why not?
Wow, that's amazing.
So I'm working in that direction right now.
Hmm.
So acting is always my first love. That's not going to change. But I'm looking at ways how I can creatively express myself as well. So music is something which I'm really inclined to do. So I've started working on it, and hopefully I should release some stuff.
We are looking forward to hear you soon. Okay, now tell me about Chaitanya, who's how he's different in public than home. So how you unwind yourself? How would you like to spend your day when you're on your own?
Yep.
And what do you do?
So on set, as an actor, I'm very hardworking. I my focus and my willingness to work hard is tremendous. Energy levels are tremendous. I won't get tired. I can give you 20 takes also if I don't get it right. I'll keep on working hard at it. But at home, I'm a lazy bum. I really am a lazy bum, and I get to hear a lot about that.
Oh.
That you don't do this work, you don't do that work, you're just sitting, chilling all the time. So yeah. So at home, how I like to unwind is, like I said, I paint, and I like to paint at times. I make lamps also. So sometimes when I get into the mood, I start making my lamps. Then some.
तुम तो टैलेंट की दुकान लग रहे हो मुझे. Okay.
In fact, I have power tools in my house. Okay, I have cutting machines. I have sawing machines. I have sanding machines.
Wow.
I have.
Why don't you post all of this on social media? People would love to
Yeah,
know about
actually, the thing
what
is,
you do.
most of my stuff is sold right now because I made it, and a friend of mine, she had an exhibition. So she said, I want all your lamps and I want all your whatever you've made and all that. So I जो भी था मेरे घर का ही था, you know, I'd made it for my house.
Acha.
So I just picked it up and put it up there, and it all got sold. My paintings got sold. Everything got sold. So right now I have nothing to show.
You just see,
So,
I mean, ये सब आप जो बना रहे हो, आप please social media पे post करो. People should know about your talent and what you all do. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want to start making stuff. You know, my target is this very old uh, sideboard table. You know, and it's in a bad shape. So every day I pass by it, I said, okay, now you are next. I'm going to, you know, upgrade you now. So yeah.
Okay. So चैतन्य को क्या मोटिवेट करता है, या चैतन्य को टू कीप गोइंग? व्हाट इज दैट वन थिंग व्हिच मोटिवेट्स यू, inspires you?
I think the love for creativity, that is something which keeps me going. Be it acting, be it anything, you know, it just keeps me going. It's a very tough profession, being an actor, because there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of, you know, you have to select what you want to do. You have to choose the right thing for yourself, you know, so it's, and opportunities are less, actors are a lot. So it is a very tough profession. So what keeps me going actually in terms of my profession is, first, I don't give up very easily. That is something which has been with me. I have that fighting spirit that I don't give up. Even when the chips are down, I will still find something to do so that I can get back up. Secondly, the medium excites me so much. Movies excite me so much. I remember a particular time where I was really down and out, you know, when I was doing a project which I really didn't want to do. It was a television project. And it used to be pain being on set. And, you know, I suddenly started losing interest in what I was doing. And then I watched Imtiaz Ali's Rockstar. And when I saw that film, I was like, this is the reason I became an actor.
Right.
This is what I'm supposed to do, you know, and that inspired me. So, you know, there are these little moments in life where, you know, you go through a very tough phase. Like, you know, you just hold on to those little things and then move towards your dreams, you know. So I just take it like that. And even if things are not going well, I'll wait. I'll just wait. I'll just keep telling myself, okay, you'll have to wait this period out. Something will come up. Something will happen, you know. Just keep on working. Just keep on working. Just keep on working.
How do you see the acting career then? Like you are almost there from last 2
20
decades.
years.
Yeah. So from then to now.
A big difference, because I remember in so my orientation in films has been more like, you know, towards the Hollywood style of acting, because that was my exposure, you know, because my dad being in films division, which is a Government of India enterprise, he was a director, he was a producer, so, you know, so he was the one who was organizing all these film festivals which happen in Mumbai. So I used to go, like, I used to bunk my college, go there, sit for straight of 8 hours just watching movies in theaters. I used to take a train to Eros or Metro where the films were screened, and I used to sit the whole day just watching these films. And I used to get so inspired by them. I used to, you know, and that was my inspiration as an actor, to perform like that. And when I came to TV, like, so I used to perform in a very subtle manner, like, you know, just how Hollywood is. And I was told, लग ही नहीं रहा कि आप acting करो, थोड़ा और करो, और करो. So then at that time it was a lot of overacting, a lot of everything was dramatized so much. But that change happened eventually, where suddenly you found the directors telling you, subtle, keep it down, too much expression, keep it normal. It should look as if you're just having a normal conversation, not, you know, with any major expression. So that's how at least acting has changed, you know. And I had to adapt, because then I got used to that you know, overacting bit, and, you know, everything being so dramatic, you know. And then I had to really come back to, you know, where I started, and I understood that how I need to perform. And yeah, that was a big change. And now you see that has been happening, like, you know, there's more realism in acting in our industry. it's and I think that's a brilliant change because now people can connect. You know, they can say, okay, yeah, he's me. So I think that it's a good change.
सो आपकी जीवन में
Hmm.
स्पिरिचुअलिटी की क्या डेफिनेशन है? हाउ डू यू लुक एट स्पिरिचुअलिटी?
आई थिंक स्पिरिचुअलिटी बहुत ज़रूरी है हर इंसान के लिए और वो एक बंदे को एंकर करके रखती है, उसका बेस बना के रखती है, एक स्ट्रेंथ देती है जिस वजह से आप ये जीवन जी सकते हो। जीवन में बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, प्रोफेशनली, पर्सनली, बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स। उनसे डील करने के लिए कुछ चाहिए और वो चीज़ स्पिरिचुअलिटी है। और जितना हम उनमें उस चीज़ में इन्वेस्ट करेंगे, मेरे ख्याल से उतनी आपकी ग्रोथ होती है। किसी ने मुझे कहा था कि मैटर ऑलवेज फॉलो स्पिरिट। हम लोग हमेशा मैटर के पीछे भागते रहते हैं, मटीरियलिस्टिक चीज़ कि आपको मुझे ये चाहिए, ये सक्सेस चाहिए, ये हासिल करना, नई गाड़ी चाहिए, ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए। बट ये लॉजिक किसी को नहीं पता कि अगर आप अपने स्पिरिट को स्ट्रॉन्ग करेंगे तभी ये सारी चीज़ें आएंगी।
लाइक डोंट चेज, इफ यू
Don't chase, but work on your spirituality, work on connecting with the larger force in life, you know, and connecting with yourself. There's a spirit in us, all of us, and which is capable of doing brilliant things. Recognizing that spirit, working towards making that spirit very happy, and then letting the magic unfold. I think that's, for me, is spirituality. It's a tough job. It's not easy, but the important thing is to start working towards it.
So basically just to be yourself.
Working on yourself
Yeah.
by being yourself.
So when you say कि स्पिरिचुअल होना बहुत ज़रूरी है हर एक के लिए, तो आप स्पिरिचुअल प्रैक्टिसेस कुछ करते हो या एनी योगा, एनी मेडिटेशन, कोई प्रेयर्स? देयर आर मेनी वेज ऑफ यू नो
Yeah.
बीइंग स्पिरिचुअल. कोई सेवा करता है, कोई ध्यान करता है. देयर आर मेनी वेज. सो आपका क्या बात है?
तो स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी तो ऐसी होती है कि कोई आप स्टार्ट कहीं से हो करते हो और कहीं और बाकी सब जरिए बन जाते हैं कहीं और पहुंचने के लिए। तो मेरा भी कुछ ऐसे ही हुआ, स्टार्ट कहीं और किया, बीच में कहीं और चला गया, लेकिन स्पिरिचुअलिटी हमेशा रही है मेरे साथ। यू नो, इट्स समथिंग विच जो मैंने हमेशा परस्यू किया है, एक्टिवली परस्यू किया है। बट lot of changes, lot of learnings along the way, then you realize, you know, then I know a lot of people have said this, but the book which changed my life was Autobiography of a Yogi. So that really made me understand how rich our country is in terms of its spiritual culture. And हम लोग बाहर देखते रहते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ पे इतनी वेल्थ है, यहाँ पे इतनी पावर है, हमने उसको कभी रिकग्नाइज नहीं किया है। एंड आई थिंक वो मेरे लिए अभी एक बहुत एक स्टेप फॉरवर्ड था। एंड आई हैव बीन वेरी लकी, आई फाउंड माई गुरु। सो आई थिंक or rather I would say that he found me. I was
ऐसे ही बोलते हैं कि हम गुरु को नहीं ढूंढते,
so he
गुरु
found
हमें
me,
ढूंढते हैं।
and now I'm on this path, and with his blessings I'm moving ahead.
So जब चैतन्य बहुत एक पीक पे थे, वेरी सक्सेसफुल एज एन एक्टर, या चैतन्य ऐसे स्टेज में थे जहाँ पे थिंग्स वर गोइंग नॉट गोइंग द वे ही वांटेड। सो ये जो स्पिरिचुअल एंगल है आपका, वो कब उभर के आया? आई मीन यूजुअली जैसे कि लोग कहते हैं कि जब आप अपनी सफलता की पीक पे होते हो, आप बहुत ज़्यादा स्पिरिचुअल नहीं हो पाते हो, बिकॉज आपको बहुत ज़्यादा सराउंड किया होता है मटेरियलिस्टिक चीज़ों ने, एंड वो आपको एक अलग हाई देता है। बट जब चीज़ें आपके हिसाब से नहीं चलती है, दैट्स व्हेन यू लुक एट द थिंग्स वेरी डिफरेंटली, यू नो। दैट्स व्हेन द क्वेश्चन अराइजेस कि मेरे साथ क्यों, मैं क्यों, ऐसा क्यों? एंड आई थिंक वो सारी चीज़ें समवेयर लीड्स अस टू दोज questions and turning inward and asking the questions like why, where, what. So आपके साथ ये कब शुरू हुआ?
सो वेरी अर्ली इन माई करियर मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ था कि मेरी 2 फिल्में की थी मैंने एज ए हीरो, और एक तीसरी बहुत बड़ी फिल्म साइन की थी मैंने, बिकॉज जो मेरी सेकेंड फिल्म थी उसमें क्रिटिक्स ने मुझे बहुत अप्रिशिएट किया था कि दिस यंगस्टर समबडी टू लुक आउट फॉर, एंड तो ये न्यूज़ काफ़ी इंडस्ट्री में फैल गई थी कि दिस गाय इज़ देयर, ही इज़ डन अ गुड जॉब इन दिस फिल्म। तो एक बहुत बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट मैंने साइन किया था जो हाथ से लास्ट मोमेंट पे निकल गया। तो दैट काइंड ऑफ री शैटर्ड मी, एंड उसी दौरान बहुत सी चीज़ें हुई थी। आई लॉस्ट अ फ्रेंड ऑफ माइन इन अ बाइक क्रैश, और थोड़ा बहुत टफ टाइम चल रहा था मेरा, तो आई वॉज नॉट फीलिंग हैप्पी। और मैं और मेरा जो दोस्त है अमित, हमने जब ये सारी चीज़, जब फ्रेंड की डेथ हुई तो हमने सोचा कि हमें योगा करना चाहिए, तो हम योगा ढूंढने के चक्कर में कहीं और पहुंच गए, एंड दैट प्लेस really helped me form my base of spirituality. So I used to meditate there for every day.
Can you tell us which place?
I just like to not take names, but वहाँ पे I used to go and meditate every day, and like every morning I had nothing to do, कुछ काम नहीं था तब, काम हाथ से निकल गया था, तो I didn't know where to begin my day also. So मैंने ये स्टार्ट किया कि मैं रोज सुबह 7 बजे उठ के वहाँ पे चला जाता, और वहाँ पे 2-3 घंटा स्पेंड करके फिर घर वापस आता था, एंड so that was how everything started for me, like the spiritual aspect started for me, and I saw the difference. जब वो जर्नी में 2-3 महीने into that journey, my aura changed, everything changed. I felt like a different person altogether. Felt more positive. I could be calm in any situation, and and post that the success started happening actually. So like I told you before, like matter follows spirit. So I have actually experienced that and then when the lows came, obviously you have to intensify your spiritual pursuits even more. So so for me it was never that कि काम आया तो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी, तो spirituality went out of the window. ऐसा कभी नहीं. I have always been on that path, been working on that path, and because I understand the importance of it. Because whatever we do right now in this life, it's not going to matter. What will matter is how much we've learned, how much we've grown spiritually,
and how you experience this life,
and how you've experienced this life. How happy you are. Eventually वो matter करता है. ये नहीं matter करता आपने कितने गाड़ियाँ खरीदी, कितने. And there was a very beautiful Instagram post which I saw that after your grandkids, somebody else will be living in your house.
Right.
Somebody else will be driving your car. Somebody else will be owning all the properties you owned. जो हम लोग पूरी लाइफ में मेहनत करते हैं एक घर खरीदने में, गाड़ी खरीदने में, या अचीव करने में चीजें, वो 3 जनरेशन बाद किसी और के पास चली जाएगी. So it doesn't make sense. So why are we here? That question always is something which I asked, that why are we here? And I think what I have realized is to spiritually evolve ourselves, to become happier people in whatever situations we are going through.
So, आपके करियर में स्पिरिचुअलिटी ने किस तरह से आपको हेल्प किया है? जैसे आपने कहा कि बहुत इनिशियल स्टेज पर ही आपको कहीं पे असफलता मिली थी कि आपके हाथ से एक बड़ी फिल्म निकल गई, एंड यू टर्न स्पिरिचुअल, लाइक यू स्टार्टेड गोइंग आउट, मेडिटेटिंग, एंड जस्ट बीइंग इन दैट पर्टिकुलर स्पेस व्हिच गेव यू डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट, और एक टर्निंग इनवर्ड हैबिट. तो उसके बाद की जो आपकी एक्टिंग जर्नी रही, how do you differentiate that than the before one?
So after I did Kahin To Hoga, I had a big run of very good projects. I did Kavyanjali, Sangam, they all hit shows. Aahat was very big. And after that there was this phase where suddenly the market changed.
Sorry, Aahat, the horror one? Like,
yeah.
Oh my god.
So Aahat 4 was like this, it was, मैं उसको बुलाता था भूतों का CID. It was like
that music was really scary.
Yeah.
I remember growing up, like, the moment that music used to be on, and we used to get really scared. I'm scared of ghosts, and the
No, but
idea of,
it was an excellent show.
yeah.
BP Singh, he's a legend in the TV industry, and he was the main person for his production house is the one which made that show. So it was not like an episode; it was a whole season, and it was amazing. The fan following of that show is so amazing. I still get messages on my
Yes.
Instagram that please Harsh, my character's name was Harsh.
Harsh.
The Harsh, please come back. Harsh, please come back.
Yeah.
So yeah, so post Ahat, there was some shift which had happened, and the career was not looking great, at that time. So, but at the same time, like I said, that if you try to keep yourself happy, you will tide. Now I look back at that time, and I feel that, how did I manage? You think about that, kaise? It was so tough. How did I manage? But you manage, right? So
Life goes on.
I really believe in one thing that, or have come to believe rather, that destiny is destiny. Okay? Whatever's there in your destiny will happen.
Okay.
What
So
is
you
not there in your destiny will not happen.
you don't believe in making it happen?
You have certain controllables which you can do. And yes, your destiny can change depending upon your deeds. But if you see destiny as a larger concept, so destiny is destiny. What is written is what you're going to. You can change it. It depends upon how you're managing your life. How you're
How
managing.
consciously you're handling
Yeah.
things and situations.
Yeah. How you're, how happy you are, how, what kind of deeds you're doing. All that matters. And then you can change your destiny, but I won't say you can change it to a larger degree.
Okay.
You can change it to a good degree. The impact of the negative will be much lesser than what it would have been.
Okay.
So that is the controllables as a human being we have. That's what I think.
What advice would you like to give to the budding actors?
I just want to tell them that this profession is it's a very beautiful profession. Besides all the negatives which come along, a lot of people say that क्यों actor बन रहे हो, जिंदगी खराब हो जाएगी, बहुत struggle है, ये है वो है. But I think we actors are dreamers, and we should be allowed to dream. So if you have a dream, please go for it. There should be nothing which stops you. And yes, things may get tough. Things may not be easy, but you never give up. You keep on fighting for your dream. I have lived that. I was at a point where I didn't think that abhi kuch aur hoga. There was a time where I thought I would give everything up, leave my field, because there was nothing happening. Then suddenly something happened. Suddenly something started working out. So never give up.
So never give up. So in your life journey, when from acting to now you are pursuing your music and the singing thing, where do you see yourself after 5 years?
I don't think so far. I really don't think so far, because I really took the words of MS Dhoni very, very, seriously. So he always says that you just concentrate on the process. Because if you think of what's going to happen in the future, you're just going to be full of anxiety. You're just going to stress yourself out. So I just take every day as it comes. Like, what is the process I need to do today? And this is a very recent change I've made, like over the past, I would say, year and a half, that I really started working in that direction, that आज मुझे क्या करना है? ये करना है, let me finish that process. And without any expectation, If you have expectations, it will just destroy you. There will be more disappointment. So I don't want to, कि 5 साल के बाद में क्या होगा. Yeah, but I just want to see myself in a space where I'm happy. And happy in whatever I'm doing after 5 years. So that's my only aim.
When you say you want to pursue your singing or what you are writing, so don't you think so it's important to see yourself at some uh, stage or at some place so that you know the road, you know the path, that okay, I have to reach here. Don't you think so?
I don't actually think like that. I think it's like how people say that what is more important, the destination or the journey? And if you see, the journey is the most important. You don't know where you're going to end up. Nobody knows where they're going. You can visualize and manifest whatever you want, but what will happen, nobody knows, right? You know, so for me, it's more of the journey. I'm just trying my level best to make this journey possible and make this journey as beautiful as possible. And that's my only, like I said, there's certain controllables that you have. And I'm just, the way I work right now is I just concentrate on my controllables, whatever I can control. I don't think too much of because I've seen a lot of people getting disappointed,
Right.
and especially actors, because actors have visions के मैं 10 साल में अमिताभ बच्चन तो बन ही जाऊंगा.
Right. And you have those highs when you get that attention, the
Exactly.
glamour,
And when that after 10 years you're not Amitabh Bachchan, then that breaks you. That breaks you as a person. You really,
because you have invested so
I have
much.
seen people get broken. I have seen people really feeling shitty after,
Yeah. And then they
not achieving
end
their
up
dreams.
doing suicides and all that. There are so many cases we have recently seen that the
Suicides.
budding
Yes,
actors and
yes,
actresses, they're
yes,
committing suicide
yes.
because it's just that.
Yes, because see, you think things about that. ये हो जाएगा मेरे साथ.
They have certain ideas about.
कि, but the fact of the matter is, everybody's life path is very different. Everybody can't become a Shah Rukh Khan. Everybody can't become and they are blessed. Those Mr. Bachchan and Mr. Shah Rukh Khan are blessed individuals. Blessed.
Yeah,
To receive so much love from people. Like, they come on screen and you smile.
Yeah.
They're blessed. So for you to have the same journey, it can happen, it cannot happen. It depends upon what's there, in your destiny.
Yeah, it's also like as they say, like it's where today is like where you are is your karma. So karma may be from your past life. Like the people who are successful today, maybe their journey is coming
Absolutely.
from the past life, and then this life they just directed towards where they are today.
And you see, such people have very deep knowledge about life.
They're very intense.
They're very knowledgeable. They will know about good deeds and bad deeds, and you see, they will know. They'll have that knowledge from their past life. You don't have to teach them.
When Shah Rukh Khan talks about anything, like any simple word or a sentence, when he says, there is so much deeper meaning that has, like you think twice about, oh, what did he say?
He's amazing. He's so inspiring.
Yeah.
So inspiring. You hear him. He's so captivating when he's talking.
He's so spontaneous.
Spontaneous, and he there's so, like you said, there's so much depth in whatever he's saying.
Yeah.
And I think any spiritual person, if he listens to what he's saying, can really understand
Where is it coming from?
where is it coming from.
Yes. So आप क्या एक एडवाइस देने चाहोगे जो on terms of spiritual life, as in जो budding actors है, जो pursuit में इतने busy है, and then they जैसे कि हमने डिस्कस किया कि कुछ बुरा होने के बाद या कुछ अपने मन मुताबिक नहीं होता है, तभी हम स्पिरिचुअली टर्न हो जाते हैं. सो जो बडिंग एक्टर्स है, जो अभी परस्यू कर रहे हैं, टू दे आर एमिंग, दे आर ड्रीमिंग, सो एक क्या ऐसी एक गुरु मंत्र आप देना चाहोगे कि बॉस ये अपने साथ रखो चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए?
आई थिंक नॉट ओनली एक्टर्स बट लेकिन हर एक इंसान जो होता है ना, उसके पास कुछ एक बेस होना चाहिए, कुछ एक ग्राउंडिंग होनी चाहिए, जिससे वो अपनी सारी स्ट्रेंथ डिराइव करता है. चाहे कोई भी प्रोफेशन हो, हर एक प्रोफेशन आसान नहीं है, और क्रिएटिव प्रोफेशंस तो कभी आसान होते नहीं है. बी इट एक्टर्स, म्यूजिशियंस, डायरेक्टर्स, दे नेवर इजी. देयर इज लॉट ऑफ कंपटीशन. तो आई थिंक हर एक इंसान के लिए वो बहुत ज़रूरी है कि कहीं ना कहीं कुछ एक चीज़ होनी चाहिए उनके पास, जो उन्हें एक स्ट्रेंथ दे, एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी वो स्ट्रेंथ है. कोई भी पाथ हो, यू नो, आपका गुरु का कोई पाथ हो या आप भक्ति का कोई पाथ हो, मेडिटेशन का हो, कोई भी, there are different ways to reach the same end, but it is very important to follow a path. अगर आप सिर्फ मटीरियलिस्टिक पाथ के ओर जाओगे तो वो जर्नी बहुत खोखली जर्नी है वो, यू नो, इट्स अ वेरी एम्प्टी स्पेस. बट अगर आप वो जर्नी में आप साथ साथ में ग्रो भी कर रहे हो स्पिरिचुअली, देन इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल जर्नी. यू नो, यू आर grounding yourself, you're moving forward, grounding yourself, moving forward.
Okay, now let's come to some fun questions and kind of a rapid fire. Okay, are you ready?
I'm very bad at rapid fires.
Okay, so what's your favorite destination, vacation destination?
I really like Switzerland. I think it's
Switzerland.
one of the most beautiful places I've been.
अगर आपको किसी ऐतिहासिक कैरेक्टर के साथ डिनर पे जाना होगा तो वो कौन?
I think Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
And why?
He'll be so interesting. You know, there are so many stories about
Of
him.
course.
You know, there are some controversial things that he came back as a Baba. I would love to know, sit with him and know, and the stories that he didn't die actually in that plane crash.
Right.
So-
right. What's the truth behind
the
the
truth
story?
is
There are
such an
so many. You know, I don't know whether we can call them rumors or, you know,
Reality.
reality. We
Don't
don't
know.
know yet. Yeah. So okay, the next one is which is your go-to karaoke song?
There's so many. I think I really like singing Ik Kudi by Daljit Dosanjh. Like every party, it's like chalo gana go, that's the song I sing always. Ik
2
Kudi.
lines सुना दो please.
Okay. एक कुड़ी जिदा ना मोहब्बत गुम है गुम है गुम है हो साद मुरादी सोनी फबत गुम है गुम है गुम है.
So which is the okay, so what if आपको दिया जाए कि एक सुपर पावर आपको मिल रही है तो आप क्या लो?
I think invisibility is the best power.
है ना? Even I have that desire.
I sometimes I just feel like disappearing, and I think that's the best. When I just want to be with myself, I just don't want to do anything, and just spend that time with myself. And I think, yeah, invisibility would really help.
Like Mr. India.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just disappear.
Yeah. Your most favorite childhood memory?
There've been lots, but I can. I think a lot of the 80s kids would relate to me. There used to be this cycle called the Atlas Concorde,
Yes.
right? And it was something that every kid wanted.
Yeah.
And I remember how I ate my dad's head that I want the Atlas Concorde.
And you got it.
And yeah, he bought it for me. And I think so that was the most beautiful memory I have, with me and my dad going into the store and picking that cycle up.
Your first crush?
There was a girl in my colony.
Colin.
Yeah, and she rejected me.
Okay.
Yeah. That taught me about love pretty early.
Okay. Do you mean? I mean, the spirituality started from there.
No, much later.
Much later. Okay. What do you like? How do you describe love?
I think it's the most selfless emotion, where you don't think about yourself, you only think about the other person. And
Rightly said. So there are two different things, love and relationship. Whereas
Yeah.
today's, like most of the people, and we just correlate as relationship as love.
Yep.
The two are totally different
Different.
things.
you
Love
can
is
be
so
in love.
selfless, yeah.
You can be in love, but you don't need to be in a relationship.
Yeah, true that.
They're two different things.
relationships are complicated.
They're tough. Very tough.
Love is just so simple. You just
It
be
is
in love.
actually very beautiful.
Yeah,
It is very beautiful that you start thinking about somebody else much more than yourself. And I think so that is the most beautiful thing ever you can do. Like, so yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful emotion.
So Chaitanya, now let's have some fun. कुछ चीजें जो हमें नहीं पता है आपके बारे में, कुछ fun type of questions, okay? So we are gonna play Never Have I Ever. कुछ interesting flavors हमने आपके सामने रखे. Each and every flavor is different. So the rule of the game is, as you know, if you have done that thing, whatever thing I asked you, if you have done that, you're supposed to take a shot,
Done.
okay? And after finishing all the shots,
Are you
You have
sure
to-
that I'll finish?
I'm sure, yeah. Then you have to tell me which was the best flavor and the
Sure.
name of it. Let me see if you can recognize the flavor. Okay. So the first thing comes like, never have I ever forgotten why I walked into the room. Happens many times.
Sometimes.
Never have I ever, as a child, I peed in the pants. Never have I ever bullied a girl. An introvert child.
Something which still haunts me.
Okay. Never have I ever had a physical fight in my life.
Punjabi. Is that a question?
Bring it on. Yeah. Never have I ever lied to your wife. Never have I ever tried drugs.
Drugs. I don't know what would call it.
Never have I ever had a moment where I felt like I was turning into my parents.
Turning into my parents.
Yeah.
My dad.
And what is it like? What's that incidence of when do you think that you're turning like your father?
Many times I feel like I've become this. Very recently, I'm observing that I have certain habits like him, and it's very
Even the
weird.
body language.
Yeah, the body. Just sometimes I just turn and look in the mirror. I feel my dad is standing there, and it's like just me. I feel there's so much of him in me now. I've just started noticing these things, that there are certain patterns which are there.
Never have I ever cooked the entire meal. That was a fun round, and I'm glad that you were able to finish all the glasses.
it
And
was
I'm
a
proud
very-
of myself that I asked such questions that I
They're
made
very
you finish.
filling round.
Do you have any final thoughts or comments you would like to share?
I just want to say it was fantastic being here, and it was great conversing with you, and we had this connect also throughout this conversation where we spoke about a lot of spiritual aspects of life and all that. I really enjoyed that.
Joy?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me one thing. When was the last time you laughed out your heart? Like, ते हंस के पागल हो गया, like आंसू आ रहे हैं. कभी हुआ ऐसा?
It was very recent actually. I chanced upon this video of Sunil Grover,
हाँ.
and he had
What an amazing.
he had imitated Amitabh Bachchan from KBC, and there was Shah Rukh, Salman, and Rani Mukherjee in that video. And I laughed and I laughed and I laughed and I cried. He is so amazing.
He's hilarious.
Such a talent. He is such a talent.
I know.
Oh my god. I really laughed a lot.
Sometimes I feel all these comedians and the shows, like, which makes us laugh, we should pay that deepest gratitude to them
Absolutely.
in today's such stressful life. The moment you put it on, they make you laugh and you forget everything, and we must pay that
deepest gratitude to all the comedians who are making us laugh and making us forget those stressful moments and just enjoying.
I also feel right now, all of us, I think so, we don't really laugh so much. And I think so, we really need to make an effort towards that.
Yeah.
Like really laugh. And, I really, it's very surprising you asked me this question because 3-4 days back, this video actually popped out on my Twitter feed. And I went to YouTube and I
Check.
found the video, the full video. And after laughing my heart out, I had tears in my eyes. And I was like, why don't I do this often?
Often.
It's really helped me so much. I felt so alive at that moment of time. That 10-minute video, I was sitting alone and laughing because that guy was so brilliant. Sunil Grover is so brilliant in it.
Brilliant,
that,
yeah.
I think I'm going to do that very often now.
You should. I think we all should. We are so trapped in our thought process and mind and routine that we forget to do these small little things.
Yes, and laughter is the best medicine. It is.
True that. Yeah. So yes, it was wonderful having you with us.
Thank you.
Today on Be You with Shraddha S. And we really had some amazing insights, some very interesting conversation, and the insights that we got from you, some funny incidences that you shared, and this is going to be one of the memorable time of my life. Thank you so much for coming here
Thank you.
being with us.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Be You with Shraddha S. I hope you all enjoyed the episode. Please don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on social media. Until next time, just be yourself.